Alright, so last Q4 I was making thousands daily as a TikTok shop affiliate. The sales, the conversion rates just go crazy and the ad spend from brands is insane. And since then TikTok shop's grown so much and the opportunity for this Q4 is like 10 times bigger. So if you're serious about all of the TikTok shop stuff, this is going to be a straight raw value only video. Over the last year and a half to 2 years, I've grown one of the largest TikTok shop affiliate communities in the world where I teach all of this stuff. And I've taken hundreds, probably thousands of people to making some pretty good money from just posting TikTok videos. And that's because I actually do this stuff. I've done content for a long time. I've been in the TikTok shop game for a long time. And I've documented pretty much everything on my socials. We've always been at the front of the content game. Snapchat hooks, POV videos, skit videos. And that's just because I'm a complete nerd when it comes to content, right? I've seen all of the gurus talking about Q4 this, Q4 that, but I've seen none of them actually tell you how to prepare for a big Q4. So I'm going to show everyone that's watching this video, I don't care where you are in the world, America, Europe, UK, this is how you actually prepare and take action for a big Q4 doing this TikTok shop stuff. I'm going to get straight into it. You're in good hands with me. Hopefully in 3 months time, you can come back to this video and you can say, thank you, Tom, you're right. Right. Quick reality check. It's a 60 to 90 day race, right? Consistency is always going to beat luck. Don't overthink your videos. Post, learn, and repeat. I always get asked the question of quantity or quality. And you need both. You need a good quantity of quality videos or live streams. If you do live streams right, you can make really big, consistent money. And I'll go through live streams a little bit later into the video. And for videos and live streams, videos especially, it's important to understand. Most of your videos aren't going to do well. You have to work towards the big videos. The big videos is where you make most of your money as an affiliate. Last Q4, I had videos make me over 10K in commissions in the Q4 period, which is not singular video. Was every video like that? No, obviously not. Otherwise, I'd have a Eurus right now. Prime example, there's this game stick product, right? I know they're gonna fly in Q4 because they're very giftable. And the first video I done, I think it got around 20K views and it converted decent. So it made a bit of money, but it didn't fly. It wasn't a big video. So what I did is I looked at that video and I decided by looking at the watch time metrics that the hook wasn't strong enough. It wasn't intriguing enough. So I knew I needed to change the first initial 5-10 seconds. So what I did is basically the same video, but I went outside and I peeked through the window and did like a skit of, you know, someone's playing this game through the window. And because it's through the window and no one had done that before and it was way more intriguing, the video's over 2 million views now, made a lot of money. And that's just a prime example of the first video didn't perform how I wanted it to. I looked at it, how can I improve it? I improved it, it done well, made me a lot of money. Right, product selection in Q4. Product selection is probably the most important part, but also people really overcomplicate the product stuff. I'm gonna put the TikTok sales periods calendar on the screen right now. This is for the UK. If you're from somewhere else, you can go into the TikTok shop creator center and you can find the calendar so you can see all of the upcoming sales, and that's going to help you with your product selection. But in Q4, you're spoiled for choice with products. Fragrances, clothing, beauty, electronics, games, toys for kids, advent calendars, products that can be bought because the weather's changing, it's getting cold, it's getting rainy. There is so much you can choose from, which is overwhelming. I'm going to get into that. But it's funny because people think like TikTok shop, is it saturated? Can it get saturated? There are so many products and different niches and different audiences that you can hit. My winning products this year most likely won't be your winning products. Everyone is unique with this stuff. If you're a 45-year-old woman, your product selection is going to be completely different to mine. You might even be a 23-year-old man like me, but you have different interests, different content style. It might be completely different to mine. But you do need to learn how to be independent with finding your own products, taking action and jumping on products early. So let me get into that. Quick product criteria. I look for good commissions. And what I mean by that is £2-3 plus. Low commission products like maybe £1 can still fly. If they're selling like crazy and you think you can make good content with it, fine. But I generally wouldn't go lower than £1 because I just think you have to sell so many to make some decent money. Next one being established listings. I wouldn't go for anything that's sold under 1,000 sales, right? Because the customers can see that. Some listings will have hundreds of thousands of sales, and a big misconception is people think you can't sell products that have sold hundreds of thousands of times because it's saturated or something. That's not true at all. You can sell a product that's been sold loads, like it just has a load of trust on the listing, it's probably from a big brand, it's fine. Another thing that I look for is I always check the stock level. So if you just click where it says the commission, I'll put it on the screen, you can see how much the brand has in stock. I don't want to sell a product that's got 200 units in stock because as soon as I get a video doing well, they're going to sell out, it's going to ruin all my momentum and it will make me livid. Another thing to look for is it a big brand, a well-established brand? Obviously, the benefits of that is they generally have a lot of stock. They have a load of ad spend to push videos, and they're also trusted brands, but this isn't 100% needed. Like the Game Sticks that I mentioned earlier, they're not from a big brand, but they've got established listings, and I know they will fly in Q4, and I know I can make good content on them. So, you know, you kind of balance it out. Last one being is you have advantages to promote the product. I'm not saying every product has to be 100% suited to you and something you use in your life. If you're a parent, you should be tapping into the toys and kids niche. 100% is untapped. If you're in good shape, clothing, fitness niche, health stuff. In the summer, if you have a garden, that's like a big advantage. A lot of people don't have a garden. You can do so many different garden products. I know it's a bit unrelated now, but or if you have white teeth, teeth whitening's obviously going to be a good product for you. And there's some products that you'll see and you'll instantly think, I can make good content with that. And then things like the advent calendars I mentioned earlier, they're obviously going to fly and sell all of their stock. And you can do a video every day, opening one of the days and just showing it. So it could be a product that you have an advantage to sell, or a product that you just know is going to do well and you know you can make good content with it. How do I find products to jump on before anyone else? I'm going to show you two examples. One's going to be a paid example, one's going to be a free example. The paid one is Calodata. Let me grab my laptop. All right, Calodata is a software where you can identify like all of the products that are up and coming. You can see all of the revenue data. You can see all of the winning videos on the products. I've used Calodata since I've started TikTok Shop. You do have to pay for it. You don't need it. You don't need it at all. But I'm going to show you guys that do want to try this out, because I use this stuff every day. I won't lie. If you do want to sign up, I will leave a discounted code in the description. It'll be like code TMMV, and I'll leave the link down below. So obviously you can see all of the top products in whatever market you're in. So like the Nyla fragrance has been going crazy in the UK. So you can click on this and then you can see all of the winning videos on the product. One thing to note is the views and the items sold on the videos isn't accurate. It just estimates it, but it's still good to see what videos are blowing up with the views. So I'll use this every day just to scroll through, see what's doing well, what's up and coming, and you can kind of get a little idea of what products are going crazy. So these are the Game Sticks that I spoke about earlier. I actually identified these products as a winner like a month and a half ago, and I want to show you how I done that. A really good little revenue filter that I do to identify products like before they start pushing a little bit is I'll do like 50,000 to 100,000 revenue, and I found so many gems just sitting at this kind of range, just like products that aren't going crazy yet. They probably don't have too much competition with people doing content on. This product will be a winner, no doubt. It's obviously starting to get wet here in the UK, so that's why this is uptrended. So it sold 18k in the last 30 days. Last 90 days it sold 22k. So you can see last 30 days it's really started to pick up. Now I would have a look at the TikTok listing on my phone. I would check the stock levels, check the commission, make sure everything checks out. That's a winning product. I've actually got that over there. Oh no, I've actually got that product here. The fuck? I've already made a lot of money with these products. I posted a video like the other day, it's on like 70k views, converts insane. Pretty neat product, innit? Right. But like looking through here, this road bike could be cool for Christmas. Eye massager, I know these are doing well in the US. That is an interesting one. I kind of want to have a look at that. I think that could be a really good product for Q4, like Christmas. You got to be thinking about gifting and stuff. But yeah, there's loads of filters you can do on Calodata, and it's really good for like finding video inspo on the products that you're running. I will always do content research, which I'm going to talk about more as we go into the video, but just seeing what's done well views wise on products just sparks so many ideas. So yeah, I use that every day. Next option is just using TikTok, completely free, and you can find everything you need through just your TikTok app. It will be your best friend. I would suggest following a bunch of creators doing similar content to you for TikTok Shop, and you can constantly spy on what products they're doing. Another thing is, I know everyone watching this right now is doom scrolling on TikTok every single day. If you're serious about this TikTok Shop stuff, try and just mold your TikTok For You page into shop content only. Only ever engage and watch shop videos, and then your For You page is just going to be purely shop content. Loads of viral videos in the last 7 days, and you can kind of see what's pushing. But if you go into product marketplace on TikTok, you can see, like, if you go into the few day sales that's coming up, you can see all of the products that are in the few days actively running in sales, and then you're just looking for things that I said we'd look for earlier, looking in our product criteria. You can also just search for products like umbrella, and then the top selling one that we see earlier is going to come up first because it sold the most units, and then we can check the stock levels, make sure it's good stock, then that would be a winning product.
Let me convince you in 15 seconds why you need.
Now I'm already being retargeted with umbrella ads. Like that, this is why TikTok Shop's so good. But you can literally just scroll on your TikTok For You page and find a bunch of winning products just by being active in the shop space, engaging with shop content, so your TikTok feed will just bring them to you. One thing I see with a lot of creators that do TikTok Shop is they get a product and they struggle with content ideas. I will always do a bit of content research on any product I get. So like this 6-in-1 charger, for example, a really good Q4 product because it's so giftable again. If we look at like the top 5 videos on this product.
See this here? This is my not to be moved out of my office phone charger.
How many of your kids are losing the charger, breaking the charger?
Right, Violet, can you stop stealing my charging
So
cable?
straight away, the first like 3 videos I've seen on this product are all at the angle that the kids steal the chargers in the house. So if I'm a parent making content, I'm straight away, I know that is the only angle I should be tapping into, that kids are stealing chargers in the household. That's obviously a big pain point that happens to a lot of people. It's relatable. So I would be working on 4 or 5 videos using the hook and the angle of kids stealing the charger, and then after that it's just showing the product, because it's quite an easy sell. You get like all of them chargers for 25 quid. But that's what I mean by doing basic content research. You can do that on TikTok as well. You don't need color data, as I said. Basic fundamentals for filming your videos. So good lighting is a must. Good lighting makes your videos look 10 times better. There's no excuse for bad lighting these days. Just get near a window. Natural lighting is the best lighting. If I turn that fat light off over there, this quality would be shit. Like lighting is everything. Another thing is movement. Movement is pretty key. There should always be a little bit of movement at the start of your video, in my opinion. If I start the video like this, it's way more engaging than if I'm just sat down, right? I made a TikTok the other day about visual hooks. I'm gonna play it on the screen right now because I think it's quite helpful. That's a hook. That's also a hook. That's a hook. Okay, what's more engaging, if you start the video like this, or if you start the video like this where you're already putting the phone down? They're the 2 fundamentals you need. Don't overthink it. You don't need to do crazy editing. You don't need captions. You really don't. I would suggest filming in the TikTok app, editing in the TikTok app. I personally think it's the most efficient way to do TikTok Shop. It makes it look really organic. People just want to watch organic, relatable content. It's good to always try and remember, we're not making old school adverts. We're making entertaining content. You're competing with videos or live streams on people's normal For You page, so the content has to be entertaining. Do you need captions? You don't need captions. You really don't. Do you need music? You don't need music. Obviously some videos might suit captions, some videos might suit music, but if you want to be quick with this stuff, keep it organic and raw. I think that's fine. Leverage your personality, leverage what you're saying, leverage the visuals and how you're showing the product. Right, what video styles print in Q4? A big one last year was stocking filler videos, like top 3 stocking fillers, and you just show the product. Very salesy, but as we get closer to the Christmas time, people don't care about that. They just want to buy products. They just want it in front of their face, seeing that the product's a good product. A different style of video that is printing right now, and I'm seeing it every day, is just storytelling. A lady that I teach called Natalie just made like over 7K from basically one video, doing a storytelling video that was really raw, really authentic in her car, talking about a fragrance, and it converted just insane because people love a good story, especially when it hints at some level of controversy from the hook. It's also a high barrier to entry content. Not many people can tell a story like that and make it believable. Next one, skit content. Skit content's obviously been massive for like the last 6 months. This is when you kind of have a fake situation. Works really well with someone else. If you have 2 people to film, it's a cheat code. My tips for skit content, I think if you can make skits seem believable, especially for the first 10 seconds, that works the best. A lot of people think skits have to convert really bad, but it depends how they're done. I've had really high converting skits. I had one that blew up that was selling a car diagnostic tool, right? So the product was basically something you stick in the car, it tells you what's wrong with the car. So the skit was me going to buy a car, and then first 10 seconds is me like viewing the car, public interaction. I blurred the face to make it seem like a really real video. And then 10 seconds in, I introduced product, there's problems with the car. That was a skit, but it converted insane because the first 10 seconds was me buying the car, which is pretty similar. I identified the pain point that the product solves in the hook, in the skit. The skit was related to the product. I see a lot of people doing skits where the first 10 seconds is completely unrelated to the product and it converts like shit. So just keep that in mind. If you have a skit about a cleaning product, the first 10 seconds should probably be some sort of reenactment of like a load of mess on the floor. So then at least you're attracting an audience that would probably buy that product. But yeah, skits are great because they're entertaining, so you get a good watch time, and watch time is king. Watch time is why your videos will push and get more views. That's another thing quickly to add in. Why do videos go viral? Watch time is king. Same as live streams, watch time is king. If your conversions are shit, TikTok actually don't care about how your videos convert. They take pride in keeping their app an entertainment app. So you can get like 1 million views with a TikTok Shop video and sell like 5 products if you're not making your videos right. So that's always there to keep in mind. If you want to get more views, entertain more, make your videos more watchable. And then you have bottom of funnel content, which is kind of similar to the stocking fillers, but it's content where you're just really selling the product straight away. I think a lot of people think this just has to be like 5-second videos with just background music and a caption on the screen, when it doesn't. There's a guy called Jay's Gems that does it really well. I'll put his page on the screen right now, but it's really high quality bottom of funnel content. Now, because you're not entertaining as much, you're just making adverts, this content won't perform consistently with views, but when videos do perform, they will convert insane because they're just straight adverts. And also big brands love to push these with ads because, again, they're just straight adverts. Yeah, a mixture of those. Find what suits you best. I do a lot of the high quality voiceover B-roll kind of content because I enjoy that. But I also think skit content's really good, and getting closer to Christmas time, I might do some stocking filler stuff. I'll mix it up. If you have a partner that will do skits with you, cheat code. If you're really good at telling stories and speaking, storytelling stuff. Okay, quickly on live streams, because live streams are not to be slept on. Live streams are proven to push your videos, which is a really interesting one. Even doing like 2 live streams a week, 2 1 to 2 hour long live streams can push your videos around them. For live streams, I think products you can demonstrate and show being used work really well. Visually appealing products that solve a problem or look cool, like the projectors, the game sticks we spoke about. I had a creator called Harley do 5K in commissions in one day from doing the air cons, because visually you can show it being used really well, and it was at a time that we was in a heat wave, so it solved a huge pain point. Last year the projectors did really well on live streams, and it will do again this year because it's really visual, so it stops people scrolling, and it's a really good product for Christmas. That's another thing. Leading into Christmas, you can start adding things in your content for like sales psychology, so mentioning Christmas. So the projector, you could show a Christmas film being played in the hook. You don't have to go too crazy by saying you should buy this for Christmas. You can do it very subtle. My live stream coach Jack in my community does really well from cleaning products, so Hoovers, all the Ninja, all the Shark stuff, because you can visually demonstrate it being used, and then it's just a case of entertaining and talking. Big misconception about lives is you have to show your face. You don't have to. You know, it's nice if you can, but you really don't have to if you're going to show a product. With a good live stream, a lot of it comes from the preparation, the script, how you're going to show stuff, knowing the product that you're actually selling. And live streams aren't too different from videos. You need to stop someone scrolling when they see it on their For You page. It could be from the visuals you're showing, it could be from what you're saying, it could be the music in the background, it could be how entertaining you are. And then once someone stops scrolling, it's important you retain them for, 20-30 seconds, which is really good on average for a live stream. And that's how your live streams get pushed. Like I said earlier, watch time is king. There is a lot that goes into lives with flash sales and product research and preparation, and if you guys want me to do a separate video on that, I can do that. It's cool. But lives are not to be slept on. I think over the next 2-3 years there's a really big money making opportunity from being a good live stream creator, and some people are better at lives than videos. Like my live stream coach Jack, he's better at doing lives than he is videos. I personally prefer doing videos. I just enjoy them more. I like the freedom of it more. But TikTok lives is untapped. Right, the plan and the schedule for Q4. I want you to try and test at least 3 to 5 new products every single week. Post at least 3 videos a day. You don't have to go crazy with it, but post at least 3 good videos every day. You can post more. It doesn't matter how much you're posting. It really doesn't. You can post 10 videos a day if you want. Big question I get is, do I post every video on the same product? How do I balance this? I would just make content on different products every day, and then the following day you can make content on those same products again. There is no rules to this stuff. If you want to make a video on the same product twice in one day, it's cool. As long as it's high quality, different videos, it's fine. As you get into this stuff, you're going to find products that really do well for you, and you're naturally going to want to make more content on them, which is completely fine. I'm still promoting some products that I was promoting the same time last year. You just find your winners. Once you're getting into stuff, I want you to start thinking about what's working for you. This is an example for me. I ordered a new projector the other day, right? I made a video on it. It got 1,000 views, but it sold like 2 or 3 units. I put it on the screen. Now, bear in mind, I'm confident with my content because I've been doing it for a long time. So I'm testing for early conversions of my products. For you guys, it might take a little bit more testing for you guys to decide if a product's worth pushing for longer or not. But since I'm seeing sales already with low views on that product, I know it converts for me, and it has a really healthy commission. So now all I need to do is worry about views, which is just making the videos more entertaining. And that is now going to be one of my main products to focus on going into Q4, because it converts well and it's a good commission. It's going to make me a lot of money. With live streams, I'd encourage at least 2 live streams every week. 1 to 2 hour lives like we spoke about. Second pages, I think if you want to have a second page just doing more salesy content, that's completely fine. But I think a lot of people worry about having a second page before they have their first page making good money. But it's always nice to have a backup for sure. Now, when something hits, if a video style starts hitting for you or a product starts working for you, dial in on it. Focus on what is working for you, and then you can still test stuff around it. TikTok TikTok is such a momentum game. It really is all about building that momentum over time and staying consistent with it. Remember though, consistency isn't going to get you anywhere if the content's not high quality and you're not constantly improving your content. Same goes for if your content's really good but you're never consistent, you're not going to reach your full cash collected Q4 that you want to hit. It needs to be a mixture of both. That was a lot. Everyone, it is time to officially lock in for Q4. I wish everyone the best of luck. It's going to be fun. I hope this was really valuable. If you did enjoy it, leave a little comment down below. Let me know. And I'm getting active on this YouTube account going into Q4. So if you want to see more stuff, subscribe to me on here. Fuck, it's 2 AM. I'm going to bed.